Everybody, welcome to Magical Mat with Small Props. My name is Amy Katie, and I am your guest instructor for this workshop. I wanted to start off to talk a little bit about our handout that we have. I'm going to share screen here, and we will start right away talking about MAT. So MAT is an easy format for all populations. It can be, as long as we have proper use of small props. It can aid in restoring our clients to a condition of good health and challenge our healthy clients. Please always know the client's health history before you give them any kind of props, like we do for just about everything. You just want to double check what injuries they might have, issues. They may not have any. In that case, it's a lot of fun to use those props. So we'll take traditional Pilates mat exercises and apply the following props for each scenario for the deconditioned client and the healthy client. So our objectives for this workshop are to identify deconditioned client protocol and solve challenges with the use of small props within the Pilates mat curriculum. We're going to learn Pilates mat choreography, dynamic flow, and muscle confusion with the use of small props to up-level clients for strength and functionality within the healthy client practice. And then we're going to execute safe and effective class plan to help aid strength, balance, flexibility, and endurance in both the deconditioned and the healthy clients. So our deconditioned client can be defined as a host of things: diminished physical strength, their stamina, muscle endurance is low, vitality due to injury, their age, pre and post pregnancy. There could be muscle atrophy and disease. So here we'll work on the beginning stages of exercises using props to modify and how to build the client strength to reach the goal of the exercise. So we're going to do this for both the deconditioned and the healthy client. We're going to lay them down in supine and prone using a variety, as you can see here, variety of props: side lying, sitting, and then standing. And it's the same thing for our healthy client. Well, they're defined as they're in good condition, they're able-bodied, they're active, they could be athletic, they're hardworking, they want a really good workout. And so props can actually add a new dimension to the Pilates mat workout to help further their strength, balance, flexibility, and endurance. And the same thing, supine and prone, sideline, sitting, and then we'll end standing. Our lovely model today, Monica, is going to be my model, doing some demos and everything with all the props that we're going to do with the mat work today. So I use Balance Body's mat repertoire, and I know everybody has a different school and training. Monica works with
PSC.
Good. And she also looks at stop manuals, and there's a variety of others, but we all relatively teach it the same way, almost in the same order. So what we're going to do today is go through a bunch of small props, and I'm going to go through what we're going to use as well before we get started on the mat. So what I have, and if you have any of this handy, let me turn it this way a little bit so you can see what I've got going on here. We have some weights. You can do 2s, 3s, 5s, 7s, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, whatever. But for purposes of today, we've got some 3s and some 2s that we're going to double up. We have our foam roller, which we'll use. We have magic circles, which I love. Weighted, very heavy. And we have balls to help with some core work. We also have TheraBands. I also have the balancing discs, which I love to use with my clients. And then I have these 5-pound ankle bands that I don't know if you've used that with mat work, but it's really fun. And then last but not least, and maybe we might add some more, but we're going to use the big ball here. So what we're going to do is just do a quick warm up. So Monica, I'm just going to have you lay down on the mat for me. And what I typically like to do is just warm up the client with nothing. But here's the thing, bend your knees for me. And we're going to start alternating, doing leg lifts, one knee up and then the other. So I have been teaching virtual mat classes since COVID. And I've added a lot of props to it with my clients because each one is different. So here, of course, Monica has really great form. She doesn't, do you have any injuries? I forgot to ask you that.
No.
It's like an old
I have a plate in my wrist and my ankle's weak.
Okay, weak ankles and a plate in her wrist. So, I mean, immediately I'm thinking, okay, I know what we can do to modify for that.
So I'm usually fine.
She said she's usually fine. She likes to work hard, which is great. Okay, place those feet down for me, flat. Now, we're gonna start right out of the gate. What I love to do with the balancing disc is you've got your prickly side and your non-prickly side. So I have a lot of clients that have arch in their backs or they have little back issues. I'm gonna place this underneath her, maybe go back just a little bit more. It's like the sacrum area glute. Now we're adding a little bit of support, but instability in those abdominals, but a little bit of support for the back. Now do your toe touches and feel the difference there. Beautiful. Good. And if you want to reach those arms up a little bit off, perfect. Awesome. Let's just do a couple more here. All right. Hug your knees into your chest and just give yourself a stretch there. How did that feel?
Good.
All right, my love, let's do, for sake of time and knowledge, because everybody knows the series of 5, right? So let's start with 100. So you're going to take your legs up to tabletop, reach those arms up, just pulse the arms, breathe in 5. Now here, a lot of Pilates people would say you shouldn't lift your head in this position because you're elevated slightly. I think it's okay. I'm good to do it. You don't have to do it. You can be mad at me because I think it's okay. All right, rest. We're going to start with our single leg stretch here, alternating. Perfect. And we're just going to do a couple more here, and then we're going to add on straight legs, scissor legs for me. Good. Perfect. You can either grab on traditional way, or you can have those arms off. If some people can't balance with that, then we'll have the arms down on the floor. All right, and let's do double straight leg stretch. So both knees will pull in to your tabletop position. Hold on to those arms. Everybody calls it a little bit different.
So you want this one?
Yes. Good. Yes. Good. Head up or down, it makes no difference to me. We'll do a couple more here. And then let's add in the crisscross. So you're going to take the hands behind the head and then right knee, left knee, switch and switch. Perfect. Here again, up or down. It works you, it does, right? So there's your balance, right? So she's an advanced student. She can do this. My other clients, I would not have them, the deconditioned ones, obviously head goes down and they would just use the legs. All right. Last one, legs go straight up. Lower those legs down for me. You can keep that head down. You can go, 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 go. I push my advanced clients. Okay. I'm going to have you swing your legs back like non-traditional. Good. And then go back and forth. So now we're working full range of motion. Yeah. How's that?
But
You feel it?
oddly satisfying.
Good. We'll do a couple more here. One more time. Wonderful. Hug those knees in. You're going to take that disc out for me and lower the hips down and just stay right there. Tell me, how does that feel?
Very good.
Good. It should almost feel
Wide
like
in.
mine. Yeah. Now, Monica's she's tiny. So I'm going to actually try this underneath your hips. So if it's too much in your neck, then we always have the flat foam roller too. Okay. So I'm going to have it go under just a little bit further, more like that. Now bring your knees into your chest. Good. And just hang out there and just rock side to side and just tell me if that feels good on your back. Yeah. It's like,
This feels like a little slippery.
well, would you like a thing?
I think so.
Where is that?
They're right in there.
Okay. And I can always edit this. All right, try that. Is that better?
Yeah.
Always good to have options. Now we're going to go back to our five series. Okay, let's do our bicycle. So you'll hold the knee in and alternate. Now here we obviously would not come up into a crunch, but what I like what she's doing is really lowering that leg down to get that hip flexor stretch, which is beautiful, but you're still working your low belly. How's your back doing?
Good.
Good. Now we're gonna add our scissor legs. Go ahead and straighten those legs out. Now she can go really deep, like, yes, perfect. Snip, snip if you want. Gorgeous. Beautiful. We'll do a couple more here. All right. Yeah, I would say perfect. Yeah. Go a little high, just a tad higher. So it's like right where the booty cheeks, like right, like say from top of the booty cheeks. Okay, what's next? Let's go ahead. Oh, I forgot hundreds. Oops. Okay, extend your legs out for me. Reach your arms, pulse those arms. Let's just breathe in too. Good. Beautiful. Do you want to extend them out long or are you good at tabletop? You can keep your head down for me. Yes. Ooh, how's that feel?
Person happen.
Good. And for here, if you can, lower your legs down without compromising. Are you still sleeping? So sorry, I'm supposed to do hundreds first. I totally forgot about that. All right. Now, double leg stretch, no head lift. So start with those knees in. I don't know why that keeps flipping. Reach your arms and legs out. Good. And circle those arms around. Just two more here. Now, I'm actually, what we can do for our crisscross before we do the leg lowering portion is with the head down, your legs will obviously do the bicycle, but you can just reach your arms right and left just to get a little bit of that oblique work. Good. One more each way. And good. Hands down, legs up, lower those legs all the way down. Good, without compromising that back. Really good work. I do want you to come up, go past vertical, over your head. Beautiful. And then slowly lower down. Nice. Just one more time here. Perfect. We're going to lift up and lower down. Now, all of this is really working those low abs, right? And earlier with the disc underneath, same thing, but we were able to lift the head up just a little bit. All right. Now, I'm kind of going out of order here, but what is a really good next, since we're already in this position, is the roll over with the foam roller. So you're going to press your hands on that foam roller. You're going to swing your legs back over your head. Good. Open those legs to a small V and then slowly roll back down, tap the box, lower those legs down to 45 if you can. That's it. So here are some options for that as well. It's really challenging for people sometimes to lift up their hips and get those legs over because they're tight in their hamstrings, glutes, and back. But this is a nice modification if need be. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take that foam roller out. And I'm actually going to have you come up to sitting. Okay, let's move on. Even though I'm going out of order here, it's just giving you guys some ideas. I'm going to actually have you sit on top of the foam roller facing that direction. We're doing spine stretch forward. So again, everybody does it a little bit different. I was taught to really curl, curl, curl into that C shape and reach forward towards those toes. So come forward, reach towards those toes, and then stack your spine up, tall spine, sitting tall, breath in, shoulders down, exhale, C curve, and then reach towards those toes. So here, it's really hard for people maybe to reach towards those toes, but if they're up top on this foam roller, it elevates them. So they're getting a little bit, well, it could work either way, either into the hamstrings or a little bit more, but it's just a little bit easier. Good. Very nice. Okay, so we're now going to do spine stretch side. So our normal spine stretch side, your arms are going to go out to that T position. You're going to place your left hand down on the mat and you're going to reach all the way over. Good. And then come back up, breath in, And then exhale, reach over. Good. Do that again. One more time. And then come back up and rest. Okay. What I'd like to move into, again, out of order, but since we're already up, we're going to do the saw, right? So our saw is a little challenging when you're doing it without that foam roller. I mean, I have the flexibility and the stretch, but then when you reach, that back arm flips up and you look back towards it and come back up. Go ahead and reach, reach, reach. Beautiful. Nice. How does it feel sitting on that foam roller?
Oh, good. It helps, it just gives gravity, it actually helps you.
And it helps you and it helps your clients. So if you're able to, teach a mat class or start them off with a little bit of a warm up, this is a really nice way to get a little bit deeper into those hamstrings and glutes. Where otherwise, if they're really tight in those hip flexors and they have to bend their knees.
Especially when they're like this.
Yes, and when they're rounded in
It's
that.
easier to lift up in the sacral area.
Yes.
Lumbar.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay, I think we are done with that itty bit. There's more stuff that we can do with the foam roller as well. Okay, we are going to go into swan with the foam roller actually. So I want you to come onto your stomach and you're going to place your hands on it. Go ahead and push out. We did that this morning in your class. Yes, perfect. So back and forth, right? This is a really nice stretch too. All along the side. When you come up, it's a nice stretch in our stomachs and strengthening the posterior chain, back, glutes, hamstrings. Good. We'll do a couple more here. All right. See if you can add a little bit of the rocking. Do you remember swan rocking? Yeah, so you dive forward, beautiful, and lift those back legs and lift. Perfect. Do you like how that feels?
Yes.
Good. A couple more here. One more. Excellent. And rest. Holding on to that, we're going to sit back on our heels. Still hold on to that foam roller. And you're going to sit back and stretch. Okay, and then we're gonna come up and we're gonna have a seat again. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna add on just a little bit of mat work that's non-traditional but fun to do. So I'm actually gonna have you turn it this way and I'm gonna have you sit on the foam roller facing the Zoom. That's it. Perfect. All right, with our magic circle, with our weights,
Just pile it up.
and we're gonna have some fun. I love, love, love using the magic circle with props. So what we'll do is, we'll butterfly our legs here, okay? And I'm gonna have you come out a little bit further in a bigger diamond shape for me. And you're gonna hold that circle right at your waist. Just hold it and squeeze. Bring it in just a little bit more. I'm okay eventually with it being out here, but I just want to start here to really get along the pecs and underneath those armpits. Good. A couple more here. One more. Then we're going to add rotation to it. So we're going to turn to the right and squeeze that circle. Come back through the center, turn and squeeze that circle. Good. Nice. And the breathing, I'm okay with it either way. I would suggest exhaling on the squeeze just so you can draw those abs in tighter. Good. Shoulders down for me. Yeah. Pull it all into the stomach. One more time. Good. And rest. Now we're going to extend those legs out. Like I said, if you don't have that hamstring flexibility, this is a really great alternative. We're going to place that circle in the front and we're just going to push down and we're going to go in many different directions here for 4 and 3. Obviously you could do as many reps as you want in 2, but I want to get through this material. So, and 1. Good. Now you're going to take this directly to, let's see, is that the right? Yes, to your right side, okay? And you can go back to either leg straight or you can go into that frog position and you're gonna side bend over and press. Good. And I'm fine. You can put your hands wherever you want. Good. Keep going. Here's another fun option. Take a weight in the other hand. When you press down, extend that arm overhead and press. Good. So you should be getting it in both directions. Maybe even bring that elbow down before you punch over. Yes. Perfect. One more time. And rest. We'll go to the other side. Now, the positioning of the magic circle is really going to be dependent on the client. I usually hold it to the side. That's fine too. This works a little bit better ergonomically for me. So let's just do 4. No, you're good. Perfect. 3, 2, adding that side over with that weight for 4. 3, 2, gorgeous. One more and rest. Now we're going to straighten out those legs. You can drop that weight down. How you doing?
Good.
We're going to take it to the top right corner. Okay. Straight legs. Both hands are on it. And then we're going to push down, working those obliques for 4. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. And then we'll switch to the other side. Check out those feet for 4, 3, 2. You feel those obliques? Good. All right. Now, here's a fun one. We're going to take it to the back corner. And when we push down, we're working those love handles that everybody loves so much, right? Go ahead and push down for 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. And rest and go to the other side while she's doing that. I love this series because I do have a lot of clients that cannot lift their heads and chest lift up because their necks typically bother them. But this is a nice way that they can get all of the abdominals working with this magic circle. Yes? How's it feel?
Great.
Good. Okay. Rest. Now I'm going to take this. We're going to work a little bit with our weight. Typically, when I teach this next one, if I have really strong clients, I'm going to bump the weights up to like a 5-pound weight. So, and if they don't have it, like here we have 3s and 2s. If you have hands that will support that, you'll just double up. I don't know if you can.
I do sometimes.
See if we can try that. All right, we're going to just do a couple arms here. You're going to hold it here and just open out for 4. For 3. Good. For 2. I don't care if the legs are straight or bent, whatever works. Hold it out for me. Turn to the right and to the left. Holding it out, working those weights. The heavier the weights, the further the arms are away from the body, the more it's going to work the core. So take your arms down a little bit further forward. Yes? How's that feel?
Great.
All right. A couple more here. One more time. Wonderful. And rest. I also like to hold them at the chest too, and like do a double turn and a double turn. So what we could also do to add on to our spine stretch forward, our spine stretch side, and then our saw, we can have those weights in our hands. So for fun, you're going to open those legs out. Let's do the saw. So have those arms out, turn, and then reach towards the toes. That's it. Come back up, rotate. How's that feel?
Hard.
Yes. See, so we can bump it up by using some fun props. It feels good and stretchy, but you're also working those arms and abs. Beautiful. Last one. Awesome. And rest. Okay. All right. So we're going to move on. You can hand me these weights. And what we're going to do next is we'll take that foam roller and just put it to the side. So what I love using also for my stronger clients are these 5-pound ankle bands. And if you can get you to place these on for me. And there's a couple things we're going to do. One is we're going to go back to the series of 5 just because we all know it and that there's a lot of different elements and ways that we can use these bands. After we do the series of 5, we're gonna lay on our side and we're gonna do some side leg work using these weights. Okay, laying on your back. Now she's completely healthy. I'm not putting a disc under her or foam roller, but you could. It would make it a little bit more intense for the client. All right, so let's start with hundreds. So take those legs up to a tabletop position. Yes, I love the smile. Pulse. Now here, there's options. She can extend both legs out and do it that way. Would you like to try that? Yes, how does that feel? Different, because you're adding 10 pounds. It doesn't have to be 5 pounds. These actually, you can take out a pound at a time if you wanted to. All right, hug those knees, lower the head down and rest. Awesome. We're gonna just do bicycles. We'll do our straight leg, single straight leg. Just do a couple here. So hands on the knees when you alternate one and then the other, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Good. And then we're gonna do our single straight leg. So take the right leg up and left leg will go out and you're gonna lift your chest up. Yes, so straight legs, and we'll switch. So here, what I love about having the weights on is you get a little bit of a deeper stretch. On that way down, it's weighted, so you get a little bit of hip flexor. You're also working those quads. It's really nice. All right. Double leg. So pull those knees in. You're gonna reach the arms behind you, extend those legs out. Woo! And then circle, we're gonna come back in. How's that?
Right.
Good. Shoulders down. 2 more times. 1 more time. Let's add the crisscross just to get it over with. Switch. Yes, you're perfect. You're good. Gorgeous. 1 more each way. Keep that head lifted. Take both legs straight up. Take a breath in. Lower those legs down as low as you can with those weights without compromising your back. Lifting up. 1 more time. Yeah? She can't say anything. And then hug those knees in and rest. Good. We're now going to do some side lying work. So roll over onto your right side for me. You can use ankle weights, nothing, or another option would be take this weight, you're going to take it behind your knee. So you're going to bend both knees so that you're able to hold on to it. Okay. So we're just going to do a few traditional and then a couple non. So in this position, if you didn't have those ankle weights, you could always use the weights, but now I've added 3 extra pounds to her, to that leg. And so just lift and lower that leg for me. Yes. It doesn't look like much, but it is, especially if we do our 10 reps.
Yeah.
You really
catch
feel
up on
that.
you.
Now, a lot of some of my clients do not have the hamstring strength to hold that weight. So I do work on, strengthening those hamstrings. So eventually they can, if they don't have those ankle bands, but more times than not, people love this. Okay. You can release that weight, just have it out in front of you. And then what we're going to do is kick the leg to the front and swing it to the back. So some traditional work. Here's the other thing you can do. Take that weight into your hands. And now you're going to go in opposite direction. So when the leg goes back, yep. So we're going to swing back and forth here. Again, you can have any weight, any size weight. But this is pretty good, huh? And let's do a couple more here. All right, now when we're gonna take your leg right underneath your hip, okay? And the weight is also going to be here. I'm just elevating myself so you can just see what I look like. So we're gonna lift and lower. You also could turn that palm up and do it palm facing up. Beautiful. 4 more. 3 more. You all right? Great. Now, we're going to do leg circles, okay? But the arms are also going to do the circle. So what the challenge would be here, okay, so we have that leg out in front and we're doing circle in one direction.
Oh,
You're going to go in the opposite direction with the arm, right?
I can do this, I know I am.
Coordination is so much fun. That's it. You got it. Perfect. Yes. Now reverse it. There you go. That's it. How does that feel?
I don't know.
And rest.
Complicated.
So you've got some traditional, some non-traditional. With the ankle bands, you can use the weights with it as well. We do have another side to do. Can you flip this way? But I'm going to change it up just a little bit. Okay, so here are some options. I like I don't know if this is
For the head.
or for your weight.
Yes.
If you put that under, because now we're gonna prop ourselves up just to try a different, several versions so that you can learn something a little bit new. Now, we are gonna take the circle this time, okay? And I'll take that weight. So the circle will go right out in front of you. What I'm gonna have you do is bend both knees up and you've got that circle here. So now when you push down, we're gonna just clam and clam. Now, you wouldn't think you feel much, but those ankle weights still are adding a little bit of work to it. Also, when you push that circle down, your core is working, right? Good.
It helps the lift.
Yes. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do, not the circle, but we're gonna grab the weights, and if you want to have your weights, you can do it that way. So what we're gonna do are knee and toe taps, so we're elevated, and notice that we have the support of that ball there too. The knee is gonna come towards the floor, and then we're gonna toe touch to the back, but I want you to grab onto those weights. Okay, you just want one? Yeah, let's do it. So actually, you're going to mimic, okay, the knee and toe going back and forth this way. That's it. Good, so take that knee all the way to the floor. So you're gonna go knee
Oh,
to
right.
toe. That's it. So now we're really working those glutes. We'll just do a couple more here. Good. And last one. And rest. Okay, now we're gonna move on to working on a large ball. And so you can actually place those weights down. I've asked Monica just to keep the ankle bands, the weighted ankle braces on, because we are going to do just a little bit of legs. But what we're going to do in the interim, and I'm going to do a little bit of it with you. Sometimes I'll have clients start sitting up to do a warm up before we move down to the mat. But I also add this in for variety, for variety. So we're going to have the legs apart just a little bit. And I'm just going to come forward just a little bit because my arms are so long. You're going to take your arms out. And then you're gonna slide the hand inside that leg and you're gonna reach all the way over. And then we're gonna come up and we're gonna do inside leg again, inside bend over. This time when we come up, you're gonna take the arm to the outside of the leg and reach over. Good. And then again, over, over, over. And then we'll come back through the center. You're gonna take both hands to the middle, drop down, arch your back, and then curl, like we're doing a mini cat-cow here. Good. Do that a couple more times. Beautiful. One more time. Awesome. Then you're gonna stay with their hands down, take your left hand and keep it there, and you're gonna rotate up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna push my shoulder against my knee to sort of open up that chest and arch there. Good. And then we'll switch and do the other side. Open and arch, arch, arch. Remember the neck is relaxed and shoulders. And then we'll come back through middle and we'll come all the way up. Now I'm gonna walk my feet in just a little bit and we're gonna do arch, curl this way. Now there's a couple ways you can do this. You can just keep the client upright. So what that looks like to the side is that we're literally arching and curling. But what I can also do is arch, 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 and then straighten those legs and curl, 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 and then arch, arch, arch that way. Feel that and see what you think about that. Arch. Yeah, and then you're gonna slide. Yes, good. And then we'll do that a couple more times. Arch and curl. One more time. And curl. Okay. Another thing that I love to do too is giving them the option. So really going side to side and just stretching those. hips, right? But then also we went forward and backwards. Now we're gonna add a circle of the entire thing. And a lot of times I'll say to my clients, if you find a spot on your back or your side or your hip, just hang out on it, give it a second to stretch, and then move around. So we'll do 4 in one direction and then 4 in the other. Form is out the window here, people. You just get to completely get that spine moving. Excellent. And rest. All right.
Finish.
Oh yeah, you want to finish? Go ahead and finish. Okay, we're gonna go back to the magic circle. Go ahead and put it in between your hands. And we're gonna rotate right and left, squeezing that circle. So remember, we also did this on the foam roller. We can also do it sitting on the ball. One more time each way. And rest. Another reason why I like this is because I have some clients, again, that don't like to lay on their backs for long periods of time to do the mat work. So you're gonna bring your knees together. You're gonna take that magic circle, one handle is gonna go on both knees, and then you're gonna place your hands on top, and we're gonna push down. Good, watch those shoulders for me. That's it, couple more here. Now, obviously you could do 10, you could do 15. Let's add pulses, down and up for 10, 9, 8, 7. Lots of options, and rest. Now we're gonna take the knees out. You're gonna take the circle to your right knee first. Switch hands, and then push down, working those obliques. Good, and we have the heavy circle, which is gonna add a lot more core, right? Pulse it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and switch sides. Switch hands and push down for 4. Beautiful. 4, 3, and 2. Last one. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7. Hopefully you guys are all following along with us. And rest. Okay, take the circle back to the hands. She still has those ankle weights on, okay? So we're gonna, are you slipping? Yeah, a little bit. Scoot back maybe just a little bit on that ball so more of your hamstrings are on it, and you can actually lean against that too. We're gonna squeeze the circle and lift the right leg and then the left leg, working the low belly and the hip flexors and trying to balance all at the same time. Good. Good. Couple more here. Yes. Excellent. All right, now take the circle out a little bit further. Here's some options. You can squeeze the circle, rise it up, and lift that right leg up. Good. And then lower back down. And then we'll alternate, or you can stay on the same side. Beautiful. Nice. One more each way. Last one. Excellent. And rest. Okay. We are now we'll place that circle down. So for a back stretch and or posterior chain with the ball, do you mind, I'm just gonna show this really quick. Come over here with that ball. I'm just gonna show you what we're gonna do. There's a couple of things to work on with Swan, where we're gonna be on our knees and you're gonna drop over the ball to stretch out that low spine area. But then we're gonna push out, lifting our legs and lifting up into our swan position. So we're alternating between lowering and lifting. Then the second set of this, she's got her ankle weights on, which makes it more challenging. We're gonna alternate swimming legs. We'll do both legs. And then we're gonna do our frog legs and then hang back over that ball at the end of it. So I'm gonna have you do that. So we've got swan and swimming using the ball. There you go. So she's going to get a nice stretch in that low back here. And then when she's ready, she's going to tuck those toes under, push out, lift those legs. You can walk your arms up to the front more. There you go. And swan. Good. Curl over the ball, and then lift, lift, lift. Good. Yes? Not fun.
Yes.
Push out and lift. We're going to do it one more time. Hold it right there and swimming legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Now both legs are gonna lift at the same time for 4. Gorgeous. It's a lot more challenging with those ankle weights. And then frog those legs out, flex those ankles and push up towards the ceiling. Are you falling? That's it. 3, 2, and 1, and hang back over that ball. Now, another good challenge too also would be to try to do opposite arm and leg, swimming, but not completely swimming, obviously. Try that for me, just adding on, so right arm, left leg, that's it. Beautiful. Good, how's that feel?
Ooh,
Yep, a little challenging, one side will be.
of course, as always.
Good, and then hang back over that ball and just stretch, stretch, stretch. Okay, here's another fun one. If you have a small ball, here, you can, this is another good one too, when people that cannot do forward flexion, so our deconditioned clients will be able to do this one. And I'm gonna have Monica just lean back a little bit on it, keep going until you're completely on it. Right about there. Now cross your arms for me, and then just do a couple of forward crunches for me. Yes.
How far do I go back?
You probably can go as
Okay.
far as you
Okay.
want, but my normal clients will stay upright and then do their crunches forward here. Perfect. Shift it down. Do you feel that a little bit differently?
Yeah.
They also have the ball to sort of propel them forward somewhat. Okay, one more time. Now, I don't know if, yeah, you'll sort of be able to see me. So now she's got those ankle weights on. So what we're gonna do is lift and lower, and then alternate lift and lower. Again, here's another thing that you can do. It's like a modified bicycle. You could take those ankle bands off for our normal clients, or as they get stronger, they can use that. Last one, right and left. Now we're gonna add on here. I usually like to take my fingers like this and clasp them
Oh, I do
together.
that too.
I like it a lot. So you pull against it, so your elbows are out and your shoulders are engaged. Now we're gonna lean back and we're gonna tap the left elbow to the right knee, lean back and switch. Good. Yes. Beautiful. Do you feel that?
Mhm.
Now, Monica's able to go back really far. Most of my clients would not be able to do that, but this is why this is more an advanced
Well, it's
thing.
both, isn't it?
Good. One more each way, and then we're gonna add on. And rest. Now, you're going to bring those legs up to a tabletop position. Good. Can you hold it there? Hold for 4. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. She's smiling. Hold for 1. Quick toe taps. 4. 3. Good. 2. 1. And come all the way up and stretch forward in that butterfly. How was that?
Good.
So this can also be used as sort of like our a modification potentially for teasers. So I'd like to try it because I know you're strong enough. I would never ask my clients to do this with the weights, but she can do it. Go ahead and lean back for me. So you might have to, where did you put your arms here? Can you lift your legs up?
We'll see. With the weights. Oh,
Good. It's really hard with
sound
these
effects help.
and slowly lower back down. Good, and lift. Good. Yes. One more time. And lift. And rest. Wonderful. Good. And stretch. So there's lots of fun options that you can do with this. I also like to have clients as if we were doing abdominals on the short box on the reformer, right? So you're leaning back. Sometimes my clients have a place to hook their feet. Sometimes they don't, but these weights will also help anchor her down. And we'll just add a little bit of, we can do arm work, bicep curls with the weights on our chest. You can add rotation, side to side. Wonderful. Good. We can stay back and do a shoulder press. How's that feel?
Good.
Then if you wanted even to lean, bounce up. Bounce up. Good.
That's fun.
Yeah. and then hold it back. Let's do chest press. Here's another one where you could add the legs. Yes, right and left. Good. Beautiful. Good. A couple more here, right and left. And rest. Now I will take those weights. I want you to roll all the way backwards over that ball, arms out to a T, and just feel how delicious that stretch is. Some of my clients love it, some of them don't, but it's a really wonderful stretch after all those abdominal exercises. Okay, you finally get to come up and take those ankle bands off. We are now going to use a weighted band. If you don't have that, there's always the option to use a TheraBand. I like the shorter one just because it provides more tension. This is a great place. I'm going to grab your foam roller and then hold on to that for me. This is a really nice place where you can actually have the client sit on top of the foam roller. They're going to face the side. Okay, you're going to take that band and wrap it around your right foot. And then can you bend your left knee in? And we're just going to turn, again, a really nice way to get in the stomach if clients have a hard time working the obliques in that forward flexion position, laying supine. One more time. Good. Okay. Before you go to the other side, you're going to wrap the band around both feet and separate your feet wide. Good. And you can see this on her. She's going to turn her toes out and away, and the full leg is going to go. So she should feel it underneath her glutes.
So you want the whole leg on this?
That's perfect what you're doing right there. Good. Yes. Double time it out for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then switch. Grab onto the left foot, left hand, bend your right knee, and then we're gonna put it in your other hand. Look, you're good. I have more. Then we're gonna turn for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And it's okay to hold, keep right where you were. Go ahead and bend this knee and switch hands. Palm will face up. Okay, and you can bicep curl here. It's hard, right? Or you can do another row. It'd be a little bit more challenging since it's crossbody. How's that?
Good. I like it better crossbody.
Okay. Awesome, and rest. Okay. Next thing is coming to standing, and we're going to come to standing with the TheraBand. So if you want to come off the Cadillac, and we'll come to the floor. All right, so I love TheraBand standing because we get to work a little bit of arms. And I'm actually going to demo it right in front of you. So you're going to hold on, you're going to pull apart. That's it. And back together again. Breath in. And in and out. A couple more here. All right. Arms are going to go out. You're going to lift them up. See if you can take it behind your back. If you need to go wider on the.
Yeah, nice flexible shoulder.
Okay. And then come back up and come forward. Go a little bit wider on the hands. There you go. Up, arch the back behind you, gorgeous, and then come back up. Now we're going to curl forward. So adding on. Good. Come up. Beautiful. Arms go up. Arch, arch, arch. And forward. Beautiful. And last time, one more. This feels really good. I hope you guys are joining in. And forward. Nice. And then come back up. Arms are going to be right out in front of you. You're going to turn to the right when you're ready. You're going to reach up and around over to the left, and then come back to the center and reverse it. That's it. One more each way. Good. And then last one. Yes. Up, 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 arch, 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 gorgeous.
tight side.
Okay, now we're gonna pull apart, like we're going into a row. So you can choke up on that, yes. And we'll pull in. 2, 3, and 4. Awesome. Go up, side bend over, stay there and open those arms out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back up and go over to the other side for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and come all the way up and rest. Okay, now we're gonna do some bridging with some props. We're gonna start with a foam roller. So what I'm gonna have Monica do is she's just rocking her feet forward and backwards just to get the rhythm and the motion of what we're gonna do next, which is simple. Go back to your neutral position. Let's go up into our bridging, okay? Stay there and you're gonna rock the feet back and forth. So that should feel really good in those hamstrings, right? And adding more fun to it, you're gonna come down, bring your booty down to the mat. You're gonna separate your feet and slide that magic circle in between your knees. Is that gonna be okay? One's kind of big. Big and heavy. All right, we're gonna do the same thing. She's squeezing her inner thighs. She's bridging her hips up and she's rocking those feet back and forth. So you see the progression. How's that feel?
Good.
Yep, you feeling it? Okay, hold those feet still. Keep your hips up and double time squeezing the inner thighs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then roll all the way back down. Feet will stay neutral. We're going to keep that circle right where it is. You're going to bridge those hips back up again. We're going to lower and lift the hips, squeezing the circle at the top for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Now you're going to take that circle, put your feet in through the circle, and it's going to go to the outside. Okay, so there's options here for this. I do like to use these bands sometimes as well, but just for time's sake, we're going to use the magic circle. You're going to bridge those hips up and roll your feet back and forth. That's it. So now obviously working with the outer thighs and some glute work here. And then we're going to hold it still and we're going to pulse out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, good, 3, 2, hold it out, lower the hips and lift for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower all the way back down and rest. Good. Now we're going to take off the foam roller. We're going to take off the magic circle, but we'll have it handy. And now we're going to work with the ball. So you might have to scoot back just a little bit so you have some room. I love bridging on the ball as well. So just extend those legs out for a minute to make sure you have enough room. Okay, come back into that tabletop position and lift your hips. Good. We're going to push out with those hips lifted and then slowly come back in. Good. For 3. For 2. And 1. Good. And lower those hips down. We're going to go into our Pilates V position. So our frog, you're going to do the same thing. Open those knees. You're going to bridge those hips and you're going to go back and forth. It's similar to the reformer, right? We're doing some leg and footwork. Good. One more. Lower it down. Let's go back to our parallel position. Yay. We're going to grab that magic circle. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Put it in between. Sorry. Okay, squeezing, bridging, rolling in and out. Woo! You don't even have to go that far. That's perfect. 2 more. And rest. I will hold on to that ball. You're going to put it now on the outside of your thighs. We're going to do the same thing. Let's give it a whirl. Lift up. Open those knees out and push for 4. Yes. 3, 2, and 1, and good. Come all the way back in and rest. Do a figure 4 stretch. So we're going to keep one foot on. Yes. And then you're going to put it up, bring it back in. Good. My clients love this too because it gets a little bit higher. Higher up in the air, it's supported, and then you can really work. And then switch legs for me. The last thing that we'll do is you're gonna butterfly those legs out. So your feet will be on the ball, open those knees out, arms down by your side. And we're gonna gently rock the ball to the right and to the left. Hopefully that feels good after doing all that inner thigh work and glute work. Really good. We're gonna do a stretch that I like to interject into my mat classes. So you can keep the feet on the ball or not, your choice. But let's take the right foot in here, and then we're gonna pull back this way. Now it's just a different stretch this way. If I take the ball away, are you okay with that? And that leg goes down, you'll see the difference. Ooh. Now from here, what I'm gonna have you do is turn out that leg to the side. Good, wonderful. And we'll typically hold it for 15-20 seconds, but for purposes of this workshop, we're just gonna move on and then cross it over. Now we can obviously do that right side, left side. There's another stretch that I want to do, and that would be to put both feet vertically up and in, and you're gonna pull down, but you're also gonna pull back towards your face. There. So now that gets a nice stretch all the way up from the back, the glutes, and your hamstrings. Then as you lower those legs down, your arms will straighten, and you're gonna pull yourself up to right about here. So I want your chin to the chest, and I literally want you to pull back so that you're stretching in between those shoulder blades. How's that feel? Yeah. And this is a nice way to get people up into teaser as well. And then I'm gonna have you come all the way up to sitting. And then we're gonna do one more stretch. I'm gonna take that circle away and I'm gonna hand you a foam roller. We're gonna go back to putting that foam roller underneath your back, and you're gonna lay down. All right, pull your right knee into the chest and extend your left leg long on that mat and hold it right there. So where we are hopeful that our clients will feel it will be in our hip flexor here. But now she's gonna bend that left knee and extend that right leg up and back. This is gonna be a different stretch, right? So I hopefully you feel that there. Really good. Yes, yes. And I'll let you switch sides so that you feel even when you're ready. This is a wonderful stretch. My clients love it. Yes. Beautifully done. How do you feel? Great. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you some options for anybody like a deconditioned client that may have neck issues, so they would not be able to lift up their chest. Our deconditioned clients are those that cannot necessarily come up into forward flexion. There are some options that I have here to help with them so that their head is elevated, but they're still going to feel their core. So first we put the foam roller long ways underneath the neck. And so what I also like to do here is just have my client turn right and left on that foam roller, like pressing their skull and neck into that foam roller. So they're able to get it just a little bit massaged out before we continue on to do anything. So if you could just do single leg bicycles for me, and you can just put your hands on and then switch legs. There you go. So they're elevated somewhat. It's comfortable. They feel successful and supported. Okay, and rest. I'm going to take this out. There's also the option. Some people don't like foam roller. I use a yoga block. We're going to stick it right there. Yeah. We're going to do straight leg stretch. That's it. Yes. So they're still getting a little upper ab as well as low. All right, hug your knees. Another option, I'm gonna take this away, is that I have two size balls here. She's tiny. I normally put the ball here under a neck, but it's really like crunching her cervical spine. So I'm gonna give her a smaller ball and how does that feel? Better. Good. Now double leg stretch. She can straighten those arms and legs up above behind you. Do you have room? Yes. And so she's supported with that ball as well. Good, one more time. And hug those knees in and rest. So thank you guys so much for joining us today on Magical Mat with Small Props. Do you have any questions before we go?
I don't.
Okay.
There's so much stuff that I'm just thinking
We have
about. I might later.
Yes, please always feel free to reach out to me, amykatie@yahoo.com. I'll have that on the video, and you can always text me as well if you have any questions about anything else with the mat. Just let me know, and I hope you guys enjoyed taking the workshop and doing the mat class with us, and I will see you guys soon. All right, everyone. So from the workshop yesterday, we are now going to take all of the apparatus and we're going to now put it into a class format. So my gorgeous models today, they're all Pilates instructors. So I'm super excited. We're going to do an advanced class with some props and their faces are like, all right. So here we go with our class, ladies. I'm going to have you start by laying down on your backs. And then arms are going to go down by your side. We're just going to warm up. Bend those knees for me. And just close your eyes. I want you to start taking a deep breath in through your nose and a deep exhale. And we'll just do this one more time. You already look gorgeous. You guys are so perfect. All right, now blink those eyes to open. I want you to press the palms of your hands into the mat. In addition to those elbows and the shoulders, I want you to feel the connection in the back. All right, and then from here, I want you to rock your pelvis from 6 to 12. So you're tucking and curling, still pressing those hands. So you're activating those back muscles. The stomach should also be engaged. Good. We'll do that just a couple more times here. And last one. All right, keeping those arms pressing into the floor. Take a breath in here. Pick up those legs to a tabletop position for me. Awesome. Now, as if you were still pressing on the mat, lift those arms up into our 6 inches off the mat, and then add a chest lift if that works for you. We're going to hold it here. We're going to pulse those arms, breathing in 2. Everybody has different patterns of breathing. I am not the Pilates please, so you do you. 2 more times. And hug your knees into your chest, lower your head down and rest. Okay, behind you is your stability disc. I want you to grab that and you're going to slide that underneath your back. You can do the prickly side up. Some people like that as a massage. And so the location of where that is, you want it a little bit on that sacrum and right around the top of the booty cheeks. All right, from here, press those arms down into the mat again. And everybody's up to tabletop, so let's just go to tabletop. That's the one thing I love about Pilates instructors, right? We anticipate what's going to happen next. Let's lower both toes down towards the floor. If you can touch it, awesome. Pick those knees up. Nice. 2 more times. 1 more time. Awesome. Bring those legs back to tabletop. Extend your legs straight up to the sky. Flex and point those ankles for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then circle the ankles in one direction. Crack, crack, crack. And then the other direction. And then I'm going to have you float those arms off about 6 inches. Perfect. Slowly lower those legs down to where you feel comfortable so it's not going into your back. Pulse the arms here, breathing in 4. Now here, I'm absolutely okay if you lift up into a forward flexion and lower those legs down even further if that feels good to you. You've got that disc underneath to support you. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Beautiful. And hug those knees in and rest. We're just going to do a quick series. We'll do our bicycle leg single leg stretch to start. We're going to move into our single straight leg stretch. We'll move into our double leg stretch. We'll go crisscross is tricky because you're on that disc, and then we'll finish with the leg lowering. So let's pull the right knee into the chest. The left leg is going to be long. We're not going to stop. Come up into your crunch if you want to, and let's breathe into and switch. Good. Like I said, everybody has their own schools of breath. Let's add the single straight leg stretch. Here we go, and reach. Now I'm gonna have you slow it down just a little bit. Can you go as low, 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 low with that bottom leg, get that stretch and switch? That's it. Gorgeous. How's that feel? Good. We'll do a few more here. And then you're gonna bend your knees into your chest, extend those arms and legs out in opposite direction. Hold it, circle those arms, and I gotcha. Inhale out, exhale in. 2 more times. Last one. Adding rotation, be careful not to fall off, and stretch. Good. Crisscross. So if I'm standing right here, I want you to reach those feet towards my hands to really lengthen out and get those abs in gear. Good. Yeah. Reach for my hands. One more round. Keep your head lifted. Take your legs straight up to the sky. Breath in. Exhale, flex those ankles and lower down. Good. And lift. You're doing good, Jeannie. That's it. 2 more times. Last one. Awesome. Hug those knees into your chest. Head goes down. Let's take that disc out for 1 second. I just want you to feel your back when it comes off. Right? Beautiful. But wait, there's more. We're actually going to take that disc underneath our feet. We'll do a little bit of bridging. Warming up those legs. Let's take a deep breath in here. Push down on the disc. Roll the tailbone under, lifting those hips up. Inhale, exhale, slowly roll back down. I just need to take pictures. Again, breath in. You guys look so good. Exhale, push and lift. Beautiful. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Lower back down. 1 more time. Breath in. This time we're going to add a change. Lift those hips up. Taking your right leg to tabletop. Lower and lift the hips up and down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. Lower and lift for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower it back down and rest. All right. Hug those knees into your chest. Let's do a little bit of a stretch. You can kick those discs away. We may return to those. Let's do a quick stretch. You're going to pull the right knee into your chest. Your left leg is going to be long on the mat. Everybody just scoot your hips over just a touch to that right side of your mat. You're going to take your right arm out to a T. You're going to cross that knee over and just give yourself a deep stretch there. And eyes are closing. Feels great, huh? Yes.
Sorry, on a little extra machine.
And then come back in. Let's go back to our neutral position. Pull the left knee in. Extend the right leg long. Scoot your hips just a tiny bit to that left side. And then cross that leg over and stretch. One more time, hug those knees in. We're gonna rock and roll up to a seated position. We're gonna do 5. Rolling like a ball. But here's what I'd love for you to do is grab that ball, stick it in between your knees. So you're gonna curl as much as you can into it, but instead of holding on here, right? Right this way with that ball, squeezing that ball. Give it a shot. Yes. Yes. Yes, ladies. Gorgeous. Squeezing that ball, that helps. It's going to connect you right into that pelvic floor, which pulls right into the stomach. Don't forget about your back. 2 more. Good. 1 more time. Okay. We got it. And come all the way up and rest. All right. That ball now, can I borrow this really quick? The ball is actually going to go back behind your back. So it's where it's most comfortable. Some people like it a little bit higher. higher, a little bit lower, as long as it protects your back. Give that a shot. So you're hanging in that curled position, arms are out. We're gonna start by just adding a little bit of our pulses and really use that ball. Don't be afraid to bounce it. I'm just bringing you some life. Beautiful, keep going. And we're gonna add arms to the right, arms to the left as I grab your small crops because we're gonna add on. Do you guys feel that?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Nobody's saying anything, but we'll try not to, right? Right. Choices, you can round back over that ball, open up your chest, or you can stretch forward with those legs out straight.
Amy, when you're doing that last exercise,
Yes.
do you tilt the pelvis or do you try and find that neutral?
It all depends on the client, because I have clients that do have sway back, and so in that case, I'm gonna ask them to like kind of go into that tuck position. But I think it's whatever feels comfortable. Yes, neutral would be perfect, but not always doable.
I think that's hard for clients to see it and feel it. It
Yeah.
is hard.
I like using the ball for myself, but I'm with doses and I'm trying other
Yes.
They always have really hard time finding, they feel very uncomfortable. And I think it's a great too. I don't know if the ball is bigger, I've always thought would that help?
Yeah, I mean, if
exercise
it's definitely if it's pumped up, those are a little mushy. I have a firmer ball. You saw it yesterday, which works really well. But if you're not feeling it, guess what? Grab your magic circle.
Okay.
I'm gonna help you do that.
But if
Alright.
it was an advanced student, you would say, find that
Fine,
neutral,
neutral.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, if they
if they can.
All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Fun. All right. In between the hands to start.
Oh,
Legs are gonna go straight out in front of you so you have room. Okay, so you're gonna lean back and then come up just a little bit and then add the squeezes. We'll add on more. This is okay. Okay, there are some alternatives.
No, mine's more like this,
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I find when you go into C curve, you can get the abdominals, but when you're in neutral, it's more hip flexors when you do stuff like
Yeah.
that.
And so therefore you could ask the client, or if you're feeling it here, let's curl, instead of neutral, right? Oh, are you guys done with that? Okay, go right and left, please.
Having a conversation.
Bring it in. I'm gonna be bringing it this way. So then it is still arms, but it's now becoming more core. Watch those shoulders. We'll just go a couple more. Love it. Come all the way back up, and then I'm gonna have you stretch forward, but here's what we're gonna do. Yes, we're gonna place it here. Now, normally we pull down. Today, I want you to actually pull back against it and you feel that stretch in the shoulder blades, and then you can drop your head down. Good.
Oh, that's nice.
All the way.
Wait,
All the way. And then come all the way back up, grab onto that circle one more time. If you are not feeling the ball behind your back, you can take it out and lay down. But let's try this. The ball is gonna be there. You're gonna go back. The left leg will be straight. We're gonna take the right leg up. You're gonna flip the circle so one handle is on your knee and the other hands are on top of it, and you're going to squeeze that circle and use that core. Would you like a lighter one? Okay.
My face gets too red.
Two more here. And rest. You can come up or lay back. How did that feel? Good. All right. You're doing great. When you are ready and stretched out, we're going to come back up, switch legs, left leg at tabletop, right? Did I say that correctly? All right, here we go. Pushing for 8, 7, 6, 5. Gorgeous. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll back. If your client is advanced, which you all are, now we're going to do it with 2 knees. Okay, so we'll be up in the air and we're going to push against, and again, you can also do this without the ball. The ball just adds a little bit more love to it. It's right here. Good. Yes. So you can feel it both ways. You can do this on the reformer too with your clients. I'm not counting, so all right. it takes
This
a
is
lot of
good.
strength. It's really good. You can do single arm, yes. Both arms,
Even the head down for a newer client, like I was thinking about Leslie, who you were in class with the other day.
yes.
Like she is so weak, upper body at everything.
Try it without the ball, and then I'll give you guys this option too.
Prefer
Can I
to
borrow
without
this?
the ball.
So laying down, you could also teach to do elbow to knee and a little bit more advanced, so pushing this way to work those obliques. Why don't you guys give that a shot? The other option is to use a yoga block to do the same thing. So left elbow will go on towards that right knee. The right arm will come off and that left leg will come up. That's the most advanced. Then you could lower down that leg or bend it if you need your client to do that. But do you feel that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Your legs aren't moving, just your. That's
Right. But you could. But I think it's an awful lot of coordination. Try the other side. For you guys, heck yeah, lower and lift that leg. Yes. It's like patting the head, whatever it is, rubbing the belly. Good, 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 good. Awesome. Wonderful.
That's good.
All right, roll yourself up. We're gonna take the magic circle one more time. We're gonna place it on the left foot, okay? And then you are gonna pull towards that left side. You can do flat back or round back. It just depends on length and strengths, right? Then what we're gonna do is come back up. I'm still holding on with my left hand, but I'm gonna turn and lean back if you can, or pull against it. That's it. How's that feel?
Good.
Then can you lift that leg up? I really
Which
don't.
one?
The circle.
leg?
Beautiful. Switching sides. Good. Oh my gosh, could I please take a picture after class?
Do you want me to take some pictures?
Oh, I want you in it. No. All right, good rest. Now, both feet will go into the circle. Here's another fun stretch too. If people can do it, it is teaser. However, we are just leaning back. So you are out of your neutral position. You're rounding that tailbone under. You're pulling away. So you've got your shoulder blades apart and you're dropping your head forward to stretch. Hopefully you feel that. Then we're going to swing the legs back over our head, lift it up to stretch, and then back to rolling up and stretching that chest. So form is out the window. Form is out the window. There, that's it right there. It's hard. It's hard to stay up. Slowly come down. And then stretch forward again. Pull yourself before you get this in the strings. Wonderful. How are we doing so far? Okay, we'll hang on to the circles and we've got the weights. Can we grab our foam rollers? And we're gonna sit on them. And we're gonna go.
If I had known I would have liked it. Oh, do you have more of those? Yeah, those are really cool.
More comfortable.
Oh,
You know,
it's so hard.
They are really hard. The black ones are the most, yeah, the hurting was the most hard. The hardest. So yes, some clients may not like it, and so an option would be to sit on the disc or sit on the ground, which is fine. But I want you to feel this because I have a lot of clients, because this is talking about deconditioned as well as athletic ones, that cannot go into forward flexion. So I've come up with a series of exercises that you can do so they can use the core all the way around. So we're going to start with a circle, and you're going to be up on that foam roller. And healthy people can do it sitting down. So you're just going to separate your legs, and we're going to start with pressing it here.
So you're having them, if they have tight hamstrings?
Yes, which
Okay.
most people do, right?
Totally.
So if they're most of the time they're sitting here doing it this way, if they're up on that foam roller, they can really sit tall. You could still bend your knees, you're still gonna feel this. Guys, push down. Just try this, I know you're sore. I just want you to feel the difference. Oh. And then I'll give you one too. There was more.
Just three? Two of those heavy ones.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's hers.
Okay, so here, options, I think pull this back a little bit, because it's less of a stretch and more than a push, I mean, more of a push. It's on the way back up, right? We're all bouncing back up, push down, but slowly come back up and just feel the difference on the way back up, good. Even on the pulses, here we go, pulse it down for 10,
It's the front.
9, 8, inhale, exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes? Right, diamond legs, if that feels comfortable, or you can do straight. We're gonna take the circle over to the right. Bring it in a little bit. You guys have weights? Did I bring weights for you? Do you have weights? Okay. Grab one, thank you. Now, I know that these are super light, so you may or may, you could double up on them if you want to. We are pushing down, but we're gonna add a side bend punch over. And reach.
Monica, this would have been better for Leslie
Yeah.
doing this, because I had her we were doing side work. And I had her kneeling with one knee on the carriage and the other extended through the headrest.
Oh,
And I was telling her, just push out a little bit, and it was
too much.
too much.
Yeah, it's always a learning process.
And
with
it's such
everybody.
And you always think about it after.
Let's switch sides.
of that.
And it's a confidence thing too, with
Oh,
some
absolutely.
clients too, when they haven't moved their body.
You guys are in a unique situation where you have a multi-level class every time, and you have to transpose reformer to springboard to chair.
It's so hard.
It's very challenging, but I'm telling you, you're gonna be better teachers because of it, because you have to really think on the fly. You know, always, it's still 25 years, 30 years later, I'm still having to do that, right? I walked in on Monday, there was 3 people signed up, and then 15 minutes later, 2 more people showed up. I'm like, what? I hadn't had to do that in so long. Okay, now we're gonna take the circle, you can drop the weight, take it to the front corner, both hands on. You can either straighten your legs or keep your knees bent, and you're gonna push down, working those obliques.
Oh, yeah.
So for this, I do like the heavier one, but I mean, I'm happy. No, it's okay. Good, double time it over for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Before we go to the other side, right in the center, squeeze and twist. We all know this one. Right here is really a good place to sit as tall as you can on the sits bones. Right, beautiful. We'll do a few more here. Great way to work those obliques for those clients that can't lay down and go into a forward flexion. All right, let's switch it over to the top left and pulse. I mean, not pulse, sorry, push down.
Will we get this video?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Of course, yes.
Good.
And
love
then
watching myself.
I don't love it, but I love these moves.
we'll pulse it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're gonna do the back side, right, for the love handles. So we're gonna take it to that back corner. I just wrap my hands here. It really doesn't matter where it goes. You're gonna lean back and push down. So it is armpits. It is latissimus dorsi muscles. It's your quadratus lumborum. It's all those back muscles. And you want to, squeezing those armpits help with not lifting that shoulder. Because you're long like me, I go a little bit shorter range. And then, how's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to the shoulder again.
Yes, we can answer.
Yeah.
Of course you can. I saw those beautiful feet. All right, if you can't pulse it, it's hard. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And before we go to the other side, this is gonna be challenging for those heavier ones. We're gonna take it behind us. I'm sure you've seen this one. Lean forward a little bit and just try, it's not even gonna go that far. Just give it a squeeze, working the back muscles, working those wave muscles, right? All right, ready? And then we'll take it. Be gone. Let's take it to that other back ankle and we'll push down. So do you guys feel it back there? You know what I'm talking about. So the QL, which is responsible for the hip hiking, that's where all that loveliness could spill over. All right, and then let's pulse it for 10, 9, 8, to and rest. Good. Another good place, putting that reformer flat back, pull yourself forward. Flex those ankles, feel that stretch. And then round forward. All right, grabbing your weights. I know they're light, but this is another fun one too. We'll put those circles aside. Working the core with the weights, hold the weights here. Okay, I'm sorry, hold them up at your chest, and we're just gonna turn and turn. Now, adding 5s, 8s, 10s, this is really gonna get really busy. Good, we all get that idea. Take them out this way, a little bit further away from midline, and turn and rotate, and you should start to feel that a little bit more in the arm, abdominals. What did you say?
I wish we had some at least 5 pounds.
I know, you should ask.
Yeah.
You really should. All right, now we're gonna hold them here, okay, and go into that diamond shape. You're gonna turn, is this your right side? Okay, and you're gonna lean inside that knee, then forward. Let me turn this way so you guys can see. That's it, but then we're gonna rock back. Okay, and then we're gonna rock forward. Now with the heavier weights, I'm just gonna give you guys, if you want the option of doubling up your 5 pounds, or maybe 4, and then you guys can share. Do you guys feel that rocking forward and back? Good. And it takes a lot to balance too. Go to the other side. Yes. 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 If it's better with straight legs, by all means do it. You have options. Options. Good. And then in this also, they can do arms, everything. Do a punch across for me so you can feel how that is. So you can imagine with heavier weights, how good that would be. And so we're really getting into the core. All right. How are we doing? So let's take those weights down. We are going to lay on our back. The femoral is going to be underneath your hips. We had it yesterday. There you go. Cool. All right. The people that have, like, I have a client that probably weighs 250, I think. And so doing mat work is really challenging for her to hold legs up and stuff. So we put this underneath her back. She loves it. She doesn't feel the clicking. She doesn't feel the tightness. So this is a really good option. So we're going to do this series of 5 with this underneath their back. Let's take it right knee in, left leg long, and let's switch those legs. How's this feel? Good. All right, straight leg, single straight leg stretch. Here's another great place, and I ask my clients a lot to hold that stretch for a second, and then switch it out again. Good, nice. Good. Couple more here. Okay, bend those knees to tabletop, and let's extend those legs out and long. Good. Can you guys lower your legs down? Does it bother your back?
Yeah.
Can you
It's so
slide?
hard on my back. Am I in the wrong?
Yes. Can you slide it underneath a little bit?
Further?
Oh, yeah. That.
So, to the.
There. Now, think of the back of your rib cage, because you're so long too. You gotta find that spot.
Yeah, it's like that.
Why don't you, go down a little bit further. There you go. Yes. Try that. That looks good. Now, obviously, we're not doing crisscross here. But what I want you to do is to roll over. So hold on to the foam roller. So you're gonna actually push down on top of it, you guys. Yes. Swing your legs back over your face. Lift those hips. Good. Open those legs to a V and then slowly roll down. And then there's that foam roller. There's a nice option, right? Because we have clients that can't get those legs over. push down on that foam roller, so you're using the arms like we did in the beginning of class. Open, and then slowly pull that down. We'll do it one more time. Good. And then we're gonna do one quick stretch before we come up to sitting. You're gonna bend your right knee into your chest and extend your left leg down onto the mat and just hold out whatever works for you. Okay, we have done this before. Yes, flexor stretch. But we're gonna change it up a little bit. You're gonna take that left foot, knee, bend it. You're gonna take the right leg straight behind you towards those balls. And you should feel the quads. You can hold on to that top leg if you want to. How's that? Then you're gonna keep that left foot where it is, but open the knee out and then turn out the top leg and open, open, open. And then before we move into the other leg, do you guys know helicopter? I don't know if we have enough room. I wonder if we're gonna crash.
No, probably if we can synchronize it.
That's good. This is a really fun one. Go ahead. Yes, doesn't that feel good?
I'm moving right in between your long legs here.
Wonderful.
Should be going.
Me and Anna are interspersed with the shorties.
All right, let's pull
You
in.
love my space.
The left, pull the left knee in, extend the right leg out first, get that hip flexor stretch. It's my favorite. I love to see people's faces. And then you're going to bend your right knee and extend your left leg. That's it. So hopefully you feel your quad. There. Here, there, everywhere. And then that right knee is going to turn out and you'll turn out the other leg. Open up. I won't take a picture of this. Then you're going to hug both knees in. And if you just rock gently right and left, you'll get a little bit of a massage on the low back. Wonderful. Okay. You're going to push that foam roller down to the feet. And then have your magic circle handy. Oh. She knows what's coming. All right. All we're going to do is rock the feet back and forth. Okay. I just want you to feel the massage on those arches. Good. Come back to your neutral position. You're going to push down on the foam roller and lift those hips up. And you're going to rock and roll those feet back and forth. Hamstrings, yes. You can add a squeeze of a circle if you'd like to with those hands. But we're actually going to move into the inner thighs in a minute. Lower those hips down and give yourself a rest. Walk your feet together, knees together. Bridge your hips up. Take your right leg to tabletop. Try to rock the left foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we'll switch it out. 5, 4, it's okay if you're not smiling. 2 and 1 and rest. Now put the circle between your knees. So you're going to open up your feet a little bit. Everybody, get your foam roller situated, right? We're going to squeeze the circle and we're going to lift those hips. Rock and roll those feet. Good. How's that? You guys feel those glutes and hammies? Oh, yeah. All right, now hold it up, pulse those legs together for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower those hips down and rest. Good. How are we doing? All right. We are going to roll ourselves up again. What I want us to do is spine stretch forward, spine stretch side, and the saw, but we're going to have weights in our hands. Sitting on the foam roller. If the foam roller is too hard, just sit flat on the mat.
We also have those new boxes.
Or moon boxes are good too, yes, so. One of them's being used. Okay. Grab your weight, double up or single up. So everybody has a different school with us, right? So the legs will be straight out in front of you and you have the weights in your hands. You're gonna curl that spine and then bend forward, keeping your arms in that same plane. And then you're gonna stack the spine and sit tall. Oh, I forgot about the twist too. Good. And again. Put your arms a little bit higher. There you are. Woo, that's it. And then come back up. That's right. How's that on everyone's back? Good. One more time. All right, now let's flex those ankles. Arms are out. We're gonna twist, double twist, and twist, right? Whatever the breath is for you, flex those toes back. Try not to move those hips. Are you feeling your arms a little bit and the core too, hopefully? Good.
3 pounds makes a
Good.
difference.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. We're getting ready to do it. But before we do, we're gonna do spine stretch side. So we're gonna bend over, reach that arm up. You'll feel the stretch in that left side with that extra weight. And then we'll come back up and we'll go other side. How's that feel? And then the fun one is the saw. So we'll turn and then reach, right, with that weight and then come back up and sit tall. Good. So everyone will have their own timing. It's fine with me. Arms be straight. They can be bent. Whatever works for you. How's that feel? Good. One more each way.
Bound to happen.
Thought, all right, excellent, and rest. Yeah, right? That's okay, yeah, mountain, right? Okay, so the weights can go aside. Bring your foam rollers to the top of the mat. It's still a long ways. We're gonna go onto our knees. So we're gonna just back up. All right, so with our cat cow, you guys have her up. So on those knees, you're gonna push that foam roller away, drop your chest forward, drop your head down, give yourself a beautiful stretch here. Nice. And then let's go ahead and round into that cat arch. And then we're gonna push back again, push forward, sorry, push forward. How's that, everybody? Mm-hmm. All right, now take both hands to the right of the foam roller. Sit into your left hip when you go down. That's it. Nice stretch. Beautiful. And then let's switch sides. And then come back up. Let's go onto our stomachs. We'll do a little bit with the foam roller with swan and swan dive. Okay, so we'll pull back with straight arms up into cobra or swan, swan for Pilates purposes. That's it. Are you okay? Yeah. Yeah. Good. One more time. Those of you who want to try swan dive, when you push out, those legs are going to lift and then pull back. Gorgeous. Yes. Awesome. Perfection. 2 more here. And then go back down. Hold the head down and the arms down. We're just going to lift the legs, swimming legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back into child's pose. And you can keep your hand on the foam roller for this 2 hands. Okay. We are now gonna take those funnelers away. We're gonna grab our weights and our magic circles. You're gonna grab your heaviest weight if you have them. And so we're gonna lay this way on our elbow. What you can do is you can take your balls and slide it underneath. Oh, you can't see me, but you'll be able to see them in a minute. We're gonna take a weight behind the knee and we're gonna put the magic circle in front. So we're just doing a whole host of coordination and small props for our side leg series. So I would recommend, because I know you guys are strong, if you could fit both of your weights back behind your knee and you just have to hold on to them. But if that doesn't work.
Maybe if we do one of the those soft 2-pounders,
Where are they? These?
those blue ones right
Is that
there.
what this is?
Yeah. Yeah, that might help. Maybe like one hard, one soft.
If you need it. All right. Now, whoops, does it work? It works.
I put it on top.
The circle's gonna be in front of you. One handle's down on the floor, the other one is on the hand. Okay, as you lift the top leg, you're gonna push that circle straight down. So what you should feel is obviously those obliques. I say obviously, but hopefully you feel that. As you push down and lift that leg, you should be squeezing into core. How's that? 5,000 more. Good. Now we'll take the magic circle out a little bit further because now we're gonna kick the knee in and then go to the back. Push down, push down. You can still do one. You do one, yeah. That's very cool. I've never seen these before. That's it. Good. How's the stuff going here?
How they are going.
A couple more here. Now, we are going to take the circle to the top front, this just to get it out of the way. Now, you're gonna keep this knee bent, you're gonna tap the knee to the front of the mat, then the toes are gonna go behind. If you can hold on to it. Sorry about that. That's it, and push. Yes, and push. And push. Now here, I usually have 5-pound ankle weights that I have people put on, but if they don't have it, then I have them put a weight. A lot of people, it hurts their knees, so, you know, just don't do it. But it's still even having everything tight. I ordered a pair. Did you? They're fun. All right.
Did you do the ballers?
Rest.
Is that how you say it? The ballers, Monica? That it, were they
Oh.
BALA?
No. Stay right here. Cross this leg over like we did yesterday. And then you're gonna stretch. This one's gonna stay here and you're gonna come up and stretch forward. So you're like this and here. So it'll get a different figure 4 stretch. How's that feel?
Right.
Wonderful. All right, let's switch over to the other side. You guys learning some new stuff?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Good.
I like it, I like it.
It's up to you. Can we do it facing the,
Oh, yeah.
these guys? All right, a weight will go behind the knee or 2 weights will go behind the knee. We'll start with that magic circle right in front of our chest. We're gonna lift that knee and push down. Dog lift. Do the opposite. So as you lift the knee, you push so that you're squeezing in here. Does that make sense? Yes. Gorgeous. Couple more here. And then we'll take the circle out a little bit further. We're gonna pull the knee in and to the back. Good. Abs engaged. Couple more here. Then we'll go out a little bit further to the top corner, tap the knee forward on the mat and then toes behind the leg to the back. That's it. Two more here. Good, and rest. Good. Okay, let's lay on your back really quick. Oh wait, sorry, do that figure four. Yeah, please do that stretch. We won't need figure four. Beautiful. Okay, we have made a mess of this place, but here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna grab onto the magic circle. You're gonna grab onto your foam roller. You're gonna grab onto that yoga block and you're gonna hold that ball. You all are gonna lay down with your apparatus underneath your head, and I'm gonna show you what to do with that circle.
So we need to circle and whatever you told us.
Oh, you guys don't need the circle.
Oh, no.
It's just your individual
It's
apparatus.
fine.
This is the dealio. These are options for clients that can't go into forward flexion. Now, you on the foam roller, this is wonderful because you can press your skull in and turn side to side. You could too. You just get to be comfortable. Now, I want you to take the circle, turn it so you've got one handle behind your skull, and then you're going to hold on here. And all I'm going to have you do is just pull yourself forward. Just feel that stretch in the spine. Do you feel that? So I want to switch. Are you guys okay doing that?
Yeah.
So we're
So-
just gonna, okay, let's pass it down.
Pass it down.
Take one.
Take one and pass it down if you guys are okay. So, you know, put that behind your neck. It's not even connecting in the stomach as much as it is pulling on that head. And then you're just gonna turn your head for you. Just options. So what feels good to you, most likely, you know, will feel good to your client too. And switch. So because I have a lot of clients that have so many neck issues.
Sorry, I know. Sorry, on your face.
And what's nice about this too is they get a little bit of elevation, so guess what? They can work in the upper abs. It doesn't always have to be the low belly or the obliques. Good, how's that feel?
Oh, that's my favorite.
You know what,
If you
too?
wanted to know what.
I use this with them on the reformer because eventually it's gonna kick into those arms. So just like this, with having their head lifted and supported, they really like it.
So actually, yes, I can have that. If somebody has a hard time.
Yeah.
And this is what you follow.
Is it
Right.
good for people with forward head?
Say that again?
Would it be good for people with forward head?
Oh, maybe the ball would be good, the squishy ball. Do you guys want to switch one more time, so you can feel the match?
Yeah, because
don't
you,
like now I'm
forward
gonna-
have to sit on.
Yeah, that's what I did that with abs for abs this morning, cause I had, especially cause I had Leslie and I know that
Oh, yes.
that was a good support.
100%. How's that?
Yeah, it's just a little more higher on the,
Back to
my neck, yeah, right here, yes.
And so you
It's
wouldn't
fine,
let
it's
your
fine,
head
maybe
rest.
it's higher too, I feel.
The other magic
Right.
circle
So
that's
give you a nice
foamier,
stretch and then-
that one's a little bit different for that.
I like that. Yeah. Okay, one last thing, okay? And then, I'll let you guys go. We're gonna lay on the foam roller long ways with weights and the magic circle.
How you left the hardest one.
We won't be there long, I promise.
Yeah, I need to put head in circle.
Yes.
Your hand- Oh, that's yours. I don't know.
I've got like four.
Okay.
Long ways with weights and
Oh,
the
it's the first one. But that was mine.
Oh.
I mean,
Magic circle,
oh, and this is yours, then.
okay. And weights.
I love teaching this too. It's great for stability. It's obviously great for, I mean, I know these are hard, but once the clients roll off of them, they really love the way the spine feels. So what I want you to do first is goal post those arms. So you are wrapping the shoulder blades around, and then you can rock right and left, feeling that between the shoulder blades. And then you're going to reach the arms above the head and elbows up and down. Yes, we all have done that. Now, grab your weights, and you're gonna do the same thing. Oh. Right, so the more those hands can go back, the deeper that stretches in the pecs, and then we will go up and down again. So you feel that stretch.
Anybody with shoulder injuries though should probably.
Right.
Be good.
Not with the weights.
Funny, cause that's how I recovered from my shoulder surgery.
Eventually, like,
Yeah,
you could do a whole.
see
yeah.
back, like, yeah, I didn't use weights. I use it against the wall with the rubber band to let you do like.
Yes. And so, you know, you can do all kinds of stuff here.
So it's really the shoulder blade moving, nice, yeah.
Now you're going to take those weights and tuck it behind your knees carefully, as you guys can. Arms are gonna go down by your side. Bring those legs all the way in and squeeze them together. Flex those heels, lower those heels down, holding onto those weights, working the low belly. And lift up. I know it's hard to sit those weights
Get 'em in
first.
there.
Lower down. And lift. Beautiful. 2 more times here, lower down. And lift. Last one, alternating toe touches. Switch, switch, switch. So this is fun. We do it without weights, but it is kind of fun to add weights to it, so you are working the low belly a little bit more. And there's all kinds of fun things you can do with your knees, circles, and. All right. Release those weights down. You can totally play with that idea. Grab your magic circle. We're gonna work on the obliques. So have your feet right up underneath your hips, circle those in between your hands. Yes, we're gonna turn and rotate. We've done this before. You can also add a chest lift and do that as well. Good. Another fun one here is to take the circle right to the side of the mat. One handle goes down. Okay, you can stay up in that crunch or not, and you're gonna push, but add a little bit of rotation. So now you're working, yeah, that core. And you can even roll a little bit, yes, keeping that head down or up. Good, do you feel that? And then switch sides. And then once you have finished that, you can drop the circle, roll off the foam roller onto your backs so that you can feel your spine as deliciously as possible. And then we're going to come up to standing so we can finish standing up like we did in Pilates. So go to the back of your mat. And standing up, walk those hands out because we're going to reach the arms up. You're going to arch, 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 take it behind you if that feels comfortable. You're going to bend forward with that TheraBand behind you. Feel your spine, roll yourself back up, tighten up that band a little bit, reach it up, and then forward. We're going to do that one more time. Reach up, arch, arch, arch. Back behind you, bend the knees, round forward. Good. Roll yourself back up. Gorgeous, you guys. And then we'll just hold it here and we'll turn and turn. Couple more here. And then take the arms up, side bend over. Coming back up, side bend the other way. One more time to the right. One more time to the left. And then we're going to do a full circle around. Come around to the other side. Stop at the top. We'll reverse it. Around. One more thing. Bring those arms down. Roll yourself all the way down. Drop it. Walk yourself out to that plank position for me. Do a couple of push-ups here, like 4. Beautiful. Walk yourself back. Roll yourself up to standing. Last thing we'll do, circle those shoulders with the arms down. Then we'll take the hands to the shoulders. Then we're going to reach all the way up. We're just going to go down halfway. Breath in here and roll yourselves back up.
in your.
Thanks, you guys. Thank you, thank you.